Welcome to the Mark and Me podcast.
Hello.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too. Am I me and you're Mark?
We could switch it around. You fancy being Mark for a day?
I feel like being Mark today.
It'd be good.
Cool.
It's not as good as it looks, but
Hi,
it's alright.
me. I'll be Mark.
All
What's
right
it
then.
like to be Mark?
I prefer being me.
Okay.
So
I prefer
Mark.
being Mark, so this works well.
So you could interview me.
Okay, so me, we're here at Download Festival
I've lost my job.
2025.
Yeah.
And we're on the Mark and Me podcast.
Wow, you're good.
And I've come here today to ask you, who are you most excited to see?
BEX.
Right, and
Everyone is saying BEX is the greatest artist in the history of music.
I've heard this too.
I know.
And what is it that you like about BEX?
It's easier to say what I don't like.
Mhm.
Nothing. She's that perfect.
Wow.
I know. It blows
You
my
always
mind.
rely on me.
I know.
So, Anna, have you heard that BEX has got some new special guests on stage?
Tell me more, because I want to know exactly what guests BEX has on stage.
I would like to welcome them into the video, even though the podcast won't see the video.
Oh, cool.
BEX is welcoming her guests into the video.
Who's too busy?
Too busy on their phone.
On Tinder.
Yep, scrolling. Don't worry, they won't get any
Look at
matches.
this.
Oh,
We need to,
hello.
move up so we're all
Yeah.
in one, because that's
So
beautiful.
it's getting closer to me. Hi, me.
So
So-
I want to now switch it so I can ask you a few questions.
Right,
Because
just lost my role as
if you're
Mark.
really good, they'll be like, let's sign her up, and then I'll be like made
Then you're
redundant.
out of a job.
And I don't want that.
Okay.
Especially like my second interview of the day, I'll be like gutted.
That would be awful. Would they kick you out the festival?
Maybe.
Mm.
Banned for life.
That would suck because you've not even got to see like a band yet.
Not yet.
No Green Day, no Korn, no Sleep Token.
Sleep Token's going to be good.
Do you
So
think?
kick me out on Sunday morning.
Right.
Yeah. So, with this in mind and now me being Mark in control,
And me being me.
yes, what I want to know is that first album that you remember buying with your pocket money
Yep.
or was given to you
Yep.
that made you fall in love with music.
Katy Perry.
Nice.
I didn't pay for it. We pirated it. Don't know what it's called. Teenage Dreams.
Okay. Did you
I do know
pirate
what
it
it's called.
by someone put it on a blank CD for you?
Yeah, my best friend's mum was like, "Oh, Bex, I'm burning CDs. Would you like one?" And I was like, "I don't know what that is." Okay. And then she gave me it, and it was she printed off a little sticker with all the songs on it, and I took it home and I put it in my pink CD player.
Did you love it?
I thought it was brilliant.
Did it change your life?
It changed my life. I've now become Katy Perry.
Wow.
Mhm.
You look a bit different.
No.
Wow.
Maybe your glass is broken.
Oh shit, now I can see. That's absolutely it. So what I want to know then, which isn't pirated, when you went to your first gig, mine was Green Day. I'm old. I'm 42 years
Wow.
old, so I'm old.
Okay.
I'm actually older than that. I'm 43. I didn't even realise.
Oh, you're 20 years older than me.
That's frightening. But I saw Green Day on their first tour, Dookie.
That's cool.
It was amazing.
I'm jealous.
What was your first gig that you remember that was absolutely mind-blowing? It wasn't Katy Perry, surely?
It was JLS.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was that when they just won X Factor and they're like touring?
When was it? I think I was like, I think I was under 10,
Bloody hell.
and we met them beforehand, and
Yeah?
I gave them a hug, and I had like not this, but something like sharp on my jumper.
Were they like stabbed by you?
No, it got caught on his jumper, and I panicked, and I was like, I'm attached to Aston, and then I ripped it off, and it ripped a hole in his jumper, and I cried, and I was like, Mum, and my mum wasn't there. And then we took a picture together, and then he got changed before the show, and I was like, oh, that was my
You're
fault.
the reason that he got changed.
Yeah, and that just blew my mind. I was like, well, he's a real person.
Imagine that T-shirt's out there now, like
Yeah.
torn,
It was
JLS,
orange.
rare orange
Yeah.
T-shirt,
Torn
ripped
by
by
BEX. Yeah, they could sell that for a fortune.
I'm going to keep looking on Vinted later.
Yeah, right, it's orange. It was
Yeah.
like really fine knit, like crew neck.
Sounds
jumper.
good.
Yeah.
Why did you ruin that? At least ruin something a bit shitty.
Oh, I wanted to make it a bit punkier.
Yeah.
Back in the day, yeah.
Wow. So did that make you want to be in a band? Were you looking at JLS thinking, I want to do that?
No, not at that time. At that time, I was like, I can't believe I've just ruined this jumper. But then I saw the Vamps.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you know, I forgot about the Vamps until you just mentioned
Did
them.
you? So they were like my One Direction.
Yeah.
When I was like, I don't know, 11. And my dad would take me every year. He was on the fan club, and he'd get £10 tickets. We'd sit right on the back row, and I would just jump the whole time. I'd be like, this is so fun. And afterwards, I would like sweating, and I had no voice. And then each year he'd buy like another ticket, so I'd take like another friend.
And
it was
another
great.
friend. And
Yeah,
it's like a
and
whole
one year there
coach
was,
of
like,
you.
There was 2 Carlos of us.
Too
Yeah.
much.
No, never too much. None of them cared about the Vamps. They were all just like, oh, that was good. And I was like, you guys don't get it. You don't understand.
This is the Vamps.
Yeah, you just don't. And because you can feel it and you're going deaf and you're like jumping. It was so good. That's when I was like, that's exactly what I want to do.
I was going to say, so is that the band and the moment that you were like, I want to be like that?
Yeah, it was. Oh, but then I saw Arctic Monkeys and I got destroyed. Like, I was so little. Me and my dad just got like trampled on, and I was like, that's what I want to do.
Arctic Monkeys live is very hit and miss. I've seen them when they've been absolutely phenomenal.
Yep.
Blown my mind.
Yep.
And then I've seen them, like, Humbug album is so underrated, absolutely phenomenal. But then I've seen them at times when they just didn't really get the crowds and people didn't like the slower stuff, and it's a bit like, I think everyone expects it to be, I bet you look good on the dance floor for an hour, and it wasn't.
It was when I went.
Well, that's beautiful.
It was before Tranquility Base Hotel Casino.
Peak.
Yeah, it was good times. It was really good.
So how is it coming here, seeing your name on the poster, getting excited? You can say now that you've played with Green Day.
I know. Well, tomorrow I can.
Well, yeah.
Unless I die between now and then, or break my legs. My
But
head falls
you can
off.
say you supported Sleep Token.
I know. You know, my dad's been telling everyone I've been supporting Green Day.
That's amazing.
My dad has told everyone in the village. We don't live in a village anymore, but that old village.
He still goes back to the village.
Yeah,
and goes, hey everyone, I know you're all in your pub drinking, but my daughter is supporting Green Day. You don't know who that is,
He
but
also says that I'm headlining.
wow.
Yeah. So, you know.
Are you nervous?
He's manifesting it. Right now, no. Tomorrow, I'm going to be at 10 poos in.
Wow.
Guys, go, guys. And then as soon as I get on stage, I'll be absolutely fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you think to yourself, this is a chance to win over new fans?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Do you know what's going on right now?
Go on.
So we've got Big BEX.
Where? Oh, I didn't notice. Hey-oh. Just 'cause very subtle.
We actually have 2 Big BEXes. Other Big
You should have got the
BEX.
other one to sit behind me, and then we're like doing the interview.
We
And I'm
could've,
like,
rammed
constantly-
right
yeah,
behind.
like surrounded by Bex.
No, other Big BEX, 5,000 flyers, rallying them up with these up. There you go. It's also on our t-shirts.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
You should have paid me. I'd have worn one of those all day doing interviews.
Oh, should have.
I'll just stick this here.
Yeah, can you sellotape that to you? I'll give you a £5.
£5.
Yeah, I'll buy you a coffee.
Coffee's probably about 20 quid, so that's quite, that's
I'll
quite a good
buy
deal.
you a quarter of a coffee.
Yeah, can I have a quarter of a coffee?
Yeah.
So what happens after download? Do you have a massive come down? Do you think, oh my god, like I just need the next festival, I need the next gig?
We have like a headline show 2 weeks after, so it's just
Not
gonna
too
be
long
like
to wait.
All
Yeah.
systems go, yeah.
And then how long have we got to wait for new music or anything to come out that we can listen to?
So new music, we just released a mixtape last week, so I'm gonna say like 2 months. I'll probably be able to wrangle up the next thing.
That's not too long away.
No, don't want to leave them waiting too long.
Any
Like,
more
forget
tour dates
about
after
me.
that?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to announce them yet, or are they?
So.
Not
But
yet.
At the end of the year, it's gonna be good.
We're going to get some dates then?
Yeah.
That
yeah,
sounds
yeah,
good. What I do on this podcast, it's my final question for you today,
Okay.
is what happens is your interview will be on the actual Spotify and Apple Podcasts and all that.
Nice.
You'll be amongst other bands that are playing at Download.
Nice.
But every person that comes on the podcast gets to choose a song that means to them a hell of a lot. So there's
Okay.
something personally that means a lot to you.
Yep.
It doesn't have to be one of your own songs. We can plug that anyway. We can put a little snippet on.
Yep.
But what's a song that means a lot to you personally that you want played in between you and the next band that come on the podcast?
I want "Light Me Up" by the Pretty Reckless playing.
That's a hell of a tune. I've not heard the Pretty Reckless again. This is like a trip down memory
Have you
lane.
not? Oh my god, it's my favourite band.
I've
Love
heard
the
them,
Pretty
but I just haven't
Reckless.
heard them for ages.
Yeah, but they're still there. They're supporting AC/DC right now.
That's
really
not a bad
sick.
little
yeah, it's
way
not
to be.
Not a bad get up. I love the Pretty Reckless. I listen every day.
So you want that little snippet played?
I would love that.
Yeah?
Please. Yeah.
How's it been being me or Mark? Who do you prefer being?
I quite liked at the start being Mark.
Yeah?
I felt very powerful.
Should we finish it with you being Mark?
Yep.
So how do you want to finish today, Mark?
I've got this.
Okay.
You have been listening to Mark and Me podcast with our special guest Bex and Big Bex. Like to catch you again, and now this is "Light Me Up" by the Pretty Reckless. Bye.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're a seasoned pro.
I'm actually starting a podcast called Bex and Me.
Wow. I'm going to retire. Bex and me.
Yeah.
And then we should go on tour, Mark and Bex and me.
Yeah. We could be called Mex.
Bloody, we only do gigs in Mexican restaurants.
In Mexico.
In Mexico.
Right, we're going on tour around Mexico. How many
Yep.
venues are in Mexico?
621.
Right, that's a nice number.
Yeah, I know.
621.
It's my special subject, which
It's
is
an odd
spooky
number,
because
though.
people say to me like, "Are you into music?" I'm like, "No, I like to research how many venues are
Oh,
in
you
countries."
actually know?
I'm talking out my arse, but I'm sounding so confident that I'm making you believe me.
No, I believe you. It's
621 venues
true.
in
That seems a
Mexico.
bit steep. I bet there's less than that.
349 that remain open.
Oh, okay. And how many of those shut down during COVID?
216.
Okay.
That leaves 94
That shut down recently?
just because of the climate.
Right.
People just don't. People aren't paying now.
What degrees is it there? Is it hot or
Today's
cold?
41. It's hot.
Is
We get heat.
it? No
Big
way.
Bex can't come.
Big Bex, you can't
You're
come to
gonna be
Mexico.
boiling, roasting.
We could get Big Bex.
But you got.
I sound like corn. We could
That was
get
good. Go.
we could get Big Bex fan.
Yeah.
Then put it inside.
Do you know the best place to buy fans?
Download Festival.
No.
Where they're all there.
No.
Supporting Bex on stage.
Only fans.
Oh, did you buy OnlyFans?
Thank you very much.
You know, I actually got mine from Tesco's.
Wow.
Mm.
Tesco. This is a little shout out.
All of them.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm setting them up in the crowd tomorrow.
Shit. Do you know what? Right. This is true.
Yeah.
If we actually do Mex and Me,
yeah.
we should make fans. We give out at download with our QR code on
Yeah.
our website. No one wants a fucking flyer. What good's this? You got a fan?
True that.
Oh.
This is not going to work. It's too small and flimsy. I don't know what idiot made those.
Waste of money.
What? Waste of a tree.
Waste of everything.
5,000. That's a waste of a whole. That's a forest.
Anyway, get your flyer now. From
Anyway,
the
get your
festival,
flyer.
which is worth
Free
a lot of
promotion.
money. Yeah.
I'll sign it for
whoa.
you. Yippee!
Thank you. Let's.
You just decapitated Big Bex.
Have you had fun today?
I think I might be having fun right now.
That's good. I worry that any interview you do now after today is going to be a come down.
I think that he only speaks facts.
Only facts.
Only facts on OnlyFans. You could put this on OnlyFans.
I'll set up my OnlyFans for our podcast.
Yeah,
Podcast?
Podcast.
Right,
Welcome
everyone's
to the
looking.
Pad Boys.
Everyone is looking like we need to finish.
Oh.
So we'll do some
we're
photos.
getting
We'll
the
say
glare.
goodbye. And thank you for letting me come on your podcast. I really
you're
appreciate your
welcome,
time.
Me. Thank you for
It's
letting
very
me
kind.
be Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
I would like to be Mark again one day.
When you go on stage, you should say, "Good evening, everyone. My name's Mark."
Well, I'm not going to say good evening, 'cause if you look to the flyer, it's 11:50.
Fuck with people's head. It's the evening in Mexico.
And welcome to Mexico.
Yes.
My name is
It's
Mark.
And I will introduce every guest for the rest of this weekend
As me?
Bex and Me.
Oh,
Trade.
Can you accidentally call every single person Bex at one point? Can you make sure he does it?
I've got
Just-
Paddy Constantine coming on. I can't offend him and
Just
say,
at one point.
do you know what I mean?
Just
Hey,
be like,
Bex.
hey Bex. But they might just think you're saying like, oh, T-Rex.
Yeah, or Bucks or something
Or,
like that.
yeah, or like, they might just think maybe you've got a stutter or something.
What will I do?
If you say it enough
What will I get
times.
off you if I do that for every guest? I got like 13 interviews over 2 days.
Okay.
If I play it and send it to you and you're like, he did it, what are you going to give me?
I will give you
This head.
a high five,
High five.
2 flyers,
We've just determined those
One-
flyers are shite.
but you're getting 2, right?
Okay, that makes them good.
1 T-shirt,
Okay.
a kiss from Big Bex, consensual.
Okay. On the lips.
Well, how do you feel about that?
Yeah.
And
Go on. This is the big moment. An all-expensive trip to Mexico. Yeah.
and a chance to feature on my podcast, Mark and Me.
Okay, deal? Done. Thank you very much for coming on.
See you soon.
This was fun. I don't
Nice
think
to
I'll have
meet
another
you.
interview like this all weekend.
Oh, you won't.
No.
Trust me.
Thank you for setting the bar this high.
You're welcome, and you've been watching Mark and Me.
You've done a good outro. We'll end it there. You'll never peak again like that.
That's true. Do you want to do an outro, Big Bex?
Perfect.
That was a bit loud. I think we peaked.
That's a long interview. Thank
Was
you.
it?
Let's stop and do photos.
Okay.
Perfect.
Peace, love, and understanding.